that the sweet sound of the kettle I can hear, Sunshine?
Yes, morning John.
Morning mate, how are you pal?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
What's occurring in mate?
Yeah, got down last night John, come straight from work, got down for about 4 o'clock. Got the rods out, the beer was ice free. Managed to winkle one out pretty fast, had a 19.10.
Yeah, beautiful.
A couple of hours later, I managed a 21.10.
Lovely.
And I've woke up this morning to, again, a bit of cat ice at the minute, out in that bay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the sun's starting to get out now, so with a bit of luck, sort of 10, 11 o'clock time, that ice will be gone. And
11 o'clock?
I think there'll be a good chance of a fish this afternoon, John.
Right. And the weather forecast never said nothing about freezing, did it, last night?
Totally wrong, again. So it was saying sort of 4 degrees, but I think it got down to about 1 degree, something like that last night.
1 degree.
Yeah, a bit of frost about, so not ideal, but...
But we're not going to let that stop us, are we, Sunshine?
Keep at it, mate, and we'll see what happens.
Cool. Alright then, mate.
Well, Mick, all we're short of is Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio and a ship. We've got the iceberg. I mean, what's going on, mate?
Yeah, like you say, John, it's glorious weather, cracking day now. The ice is thawing fast. I mean, that bit in the bay there, that should be gone in the next hour or so.
Yeah.
Get the rods in position, and I'm confident that we can pull one out this afternoon.
Have we got a real chance?
Yeah, definitely are. I mean, I've done really well in the days on here, John, especially on the afternoons. So I'm feeling right for this.
You're feeling it. Just hard for me, really, I suppose. You know, after coming from the big pit, thinking that we're sat on a day ticket water now, and it's been froze over.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to thaw, and then we're going to catch a fish. I mean, I just struggle to get my head around that a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, John, it doesn't worry me a bit of ice, to be honest.
I can see that. You're sat in your t-shirt. Look, you Northerners, you're hardcore. I'm still sat here in my fleece. Look.
You don't know how lucky you are down there, John. I told you.
So the ice is forward then, Sunshine, so it's time to get the baits out again, yeah?
Yeah, the ice is gone, John. I'm just going to put a fresh bait on. This has been out there all night, so... Don't know, a little bit of a confidence thing, mate. Shot a fresh bait on. Stick the stop in.
Little bag with that as well, or not?
No, I'm just going to put this out as a single, John, for now. See what happens. Okay, so there's 2 trees as my markers on the far bank on the island. I'm going to smack this one out there, feed it down into that channel, drop the tip down, back lead on, and leave it settle, and we'll see how it goes this afternoon.
As the day wore on, I could see the frustration in Mick becoming more clear. That wasn't vanity for catching a fish for the camera. That was true passion, the angler within. And the way the conditions were, the rest of the session really hung in the balance.
Yeah, I've never seen the lake so dead, John, to be honest. It's really quiet. There's no liners now. No one's catching anywhere on the lake.
You're starting to do your own head in now, though,
I'm
son.
doing me boxing, mate, to be honest.
You are, aren't you?
I'm doing my own boxing.
I've got a funny feeling, though, mate. I don't know, with that sun underwater now, it's beautiful out there now. If I just pan round and show you, look, the ice is gone. I mean, I've bought into it now after our conversation earlier, so I actually believe we're going to catch one.
Still time, John. I know what this place is like. I mean, they have short feeding spells as well, so it only takes half an hour and there could be 2 or 3 fish on the bank. It's just the way it goes on here. So we'll stick with it.
We'll stick with it. You know, I think one of the inspiring things watching this as well is that, you know, without trying to embarrass you, you know, and because I know you're very modest, you're like a very accomplished top-line angler. We're on a day ticket water, and you're even starting to fret and get stressed up yourself. So it just goes to show that you're human, mate. At the end of the day, I like that.
Yeah, you do. It's just that time of year, mate. It's winter fishing, isn't it? But I'm not giving up yet, so we'll see what happens later.
Well, things are still pretty quiet here. Mick's just gone for a quick walk round, recce, see if he can see anything. But yeah, we've just had Jason Trott pop round for a cup of tea, and he's the brains behind DNA. So yeah, we're on the Wafters today, mate. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about them?
The design to not a wafter us in a critically balanced hook bait,
Yeah.
would waft up in front of the fish,
Right.
and they'd take it. But I design them so they'll just pop up off the hook. They'll just sink under the weight of the hook.
Under the weight of the hook.
Yeah, I don't want them a fish coming over and wafting up.
And wafting up.
And you've got a chance of foul hooking, and really it's getting it out of its zone of its mouth. So
yeah, I mean, what do you do in terms of hook sizes? Do you obviously, because they're going to be slightly different weights, aren't they?
Rule of thumb is probably about a size 8.
A size 8
would sink one. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And just what about I talked to Mick about it in terms of colours and stuff. What colours have we got? And how's the colour designed?
We've got pink, yellow, white, and orange.
And orange.
Yeah.
And is that a special formulation to make it fluoro?
Not really. They're just really standard fluoro dyes, same as we use in our fluoro pop-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty standard really. It's the flavours that are probably a little bit different. We use powdered additives as well in our fluoros, which some companies don't do. You see some companies over flavour pop-ups,
yeah, rather
than build them up from scratch like we do.
Right.
So we like to make sure that there's, if you're using a fluoro overnight, you know, you're wanting an early morning run, or
yeah,
we like just something in there just to give them a bit of a scent trail as well as
just
the flavour. They'll probably wash out quite quickly, really.
That's something me and Mick was saying this morning. I mean, apparently, I was in touch with some scientist from the University of Hallam in Sheffield, and he was saying a carp, or generally a fish, has 10,000 times more of an active smell in terms of whatever the transitional smell is. I know they don't smell like a human, than what a human does. I mean, do you think there's any truth in that? Or
I think it's
with
actually more than that.
Do you think it's more than that?
Yeah, it's something like 1,000,000 to 1 in a water solution.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the point I'm getting at, like you just said, you don't over-flavour them, and it's something, again, like I said, me and Mick was talking about. Do you think sometimes when you see the strong smells and the nice smelling smells, they're more to catch the angler than what they are to actually catch a fish?
I think they are sometimes, but, you know, people get a little bit mixed up with fluoros and think they're not food. Well, they're not food. They're a bait, and a bait is there to entice a fish. It's to entice a bite.
Yeah.
So, all you really want that is for that fish to pick that up.
Yeah.
It's like the old adage of fish haven't got hands, so they need to pick it up in the mouth to see what
it
it
is.
is.
Of course, yeah.
And I think that's partly why fluoros work so often.
Why they work
so
so
your
well.
flavours are there as a investigation trigger.
Yeah.
And the powders work like that as well.
Yeah.
And the colour is your sight, obviously.
Is your sight.
Yeah, and you're just looking for them to pick it up in the mouth, and by that time, hopefully, if your rig's good enough, it's game over. So
basically, say for instance, like if we was fishing over, I don't know, a couple of kilos of the SLK today, so that fluoro wouldn't really matter if that was flavoured with anything or not, would it?
Not really, no.
Right.
No, there'll be so much flavour in the water.
In the water.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of confusion. It'd work as a sight marker more than anything over bait.
Cool.
Which people do use, you know, you top it off as a snowman, or and it'll work like that.
Well, we're struggling a little bit today. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's the middle of February. I know Mick is absolutely going mad. He's climbing the trees here, literally. But, you know, that's fishing. You can't do any more than that, can you, sometimes?
No, with the ice we've had as well, it's just knocked them off, I think. It's been very cold here. It's been about -9 or something.
-9. You don't see that where I live, mate, too often, -9.
No, it's cold north.
Cool. Best to have a cup of tea then.
Yeah, I reckon so.
That's
it. Yeah, just changed this rod over from pink Wafter, dropped over onto a white for a change. Things just didn't seem to be doing the damage today, but anyway, half an hour later it's thankfully ripped off, so we'll try and get her in and see what she looks like.
Well, whatever she is, she'll be a welcome fish for the middle of February, sunshine.
Anything, mate, there's a fish, isn't it, at the end of the day? Don't care if she's £30 or if she's £10. She's fighting well.
And it goes to show nothing else has been caught on the lake either, has it?
No, I mean, this is my third take since I come down. Actually, the rod's up the moment. She's there.
Well done, sunshine.
Nice one. Yeah, it's not a bad fish, John.
Beautiful, mate. Look at that, look.
Nice February mirror. Just make sure his fins are all nicely tucked in before you lift him out. Okay. Yeah, so the Wafter's doing the job there. He's nailed right in the bottom lip. Most of my holes this year have all been the same since I've been using the Wafters. It's one of the main reasons I use them.
Yeah, and he weren't getting away from that either, was he, pal?
Not in a hurry.
Yeah, that's a great hook hold. So what we saying then, Mick? £21, you reckon?
I don't know what's hard to say with these fish, John. You just read it out, let us know.
£20 on the button, Sunshine.
Nice one.
£20, that's exactly £20.
Winter
well
20.
done, mate.
Winter
Good angling,
20.
Sunshine.
Yeah, it's very important we keep the fish nice and wet. I mean, especially in the warmer months when the sun's out and temperatures are high. Just keep him over the mat. There he is. Nice winter 20. £20 on the nose.
Beautiful.
Well happy with that one.
Well happy, aren't we, Sunshine?
Alright, waited all day for her, but she was worth it in the end. Yeah, so it's been a long hard session. We almost give up, you know, we've had everything against us, the ice, the conditions. It's just been a bit of a disaster in that sense, but we never give up and it paid off in the end. The cracking winter 20, which you can't moan with that. So I made up that one, well happy. Off she goes.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Mick.
So I've had the pinks out today. Haven't really done the damage. I switched over to a white, and 30 minutes later managed to nail that nice winter 20. So I've switched the other two rods over onto the white Wafters now. I'm going to give it the last hour before it gets dark and see if that doesn't manage to nail us another one.
Come on then, Sunshine, let's lift her up. Let's have a look at her. Beautiful.
There she is.
She is in fantastic condition.
White Wafter common.
White Wafter common. Beautiful.
Nice one.
Right, let's have a quick picture and put her back, mate.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, Mick, thanks for a fantastic couple of days fishing, pal, and a great insight into fishing with Wafters. I'm certainly going to give it a go in the future, mate, because 5 bites now in the last 24 hours sort of confirms to me that it's definitely a bit of an edge.
Yeah, thanks for coming, John. It's been a good session. I've enjoyed myself. I'm glad we've managed to nail a couple of fish there at the death. But we've stuck with it, mate, and it's paid off in the end.
Beautiful.
So let's get this cracking common back.
And there she goes.
Brilliant.